JBNN keep you informed. I'm sh00ting. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and to share the news with someone today. Now on to the news. Former and alleged gunman killed in Tulsa bar in St. Catherine. Police investigators are currently probing the circumstances surrounding the deaths of a farmer and a suspected gunman in the Bellas Gate community in St. Catherine on Tuesday night. The deceased farmer has been identified as 20-year-old Jamani Letts, otherwise known as Zongo, and Zeng, a resident of Coca Ridge. The other man involved has been named as Odin Jemison, also known as Maga Dog, who also resided in Bellas Gate. According to reports, the incident unfolded around 9:20 p.m. while Letts was inside a bar. Jemison reportedly entered the establishment, brandishing a gun and prompting chaos among the patrons. In a bid to disarm Jemison, a struggle ensued, during which Letts was accidentally shot as a bullet discharged from the weapon. Witnesses described the scene as frantic, with several patrons attempting to wrestle the gun away from Jemison. Unfortunately, both men sustained severe injuries during the confrontation and were rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital. Tragically, both succumbed to their injuries shortly after arrival. The police reportedly seized a Beretta pistol affixed with a magazine containing 12 rounds of ammunition from the scene. Man's body found in sandig Gully. The St. Andrew South Police are currently working to identify a man whose body was discovered in the sandig Gully on Tuesday morning. Authorities received a call around 6:40 a.m. reporting the grim discovery at Washington Boulevard. Upon arrival, officers found the body in the gully, which displayed multiple lacerations and a significant surgical wound on the left side of the chest. The scene was processed, and the body was removed for post-mortem examination. The Duane Park Criminal Investigations Branch is investigating the matter. 11-year-old student killed in accident in Clarendon. An 11-year-old female student has tragically died from injuries sustained in an accident while attempting to cross a section of the road near her home in Clarendon on Tuesday afternoon. The young girl has been identified as Marla Richards of a Kempsale, Clarendon address. According to reports, at about 4 p.m., Marla was heading home from school when she was struck by a blue Toyota Hiace bus traveling south along the Kempsale Main Road. She was transported to a hospital where she was pronounced dead upon arrival. The loss of such a young life has sent shockwaves through the community, prompting grief and disbelief among family. The loss of such a young life has sent shockwaves through the community, prompting grief and disbelief among family, friends, and fellow students. The Clarendon police are actively investigating the circumstances surrounding the accident, seeking to determine how this tragic incident occurred. Authorities are urging drivers to exercise caution in residential areas, particularly during school hours, to prevent further tragedies. Getaway driver shot during failed bar robbery in Spalding. An alleged getaway driver was shot and injured during a dramatic encounter involving gunmen attempting to rob a bar in Spalding early Monday morning. The incident unfolded around 3:30 a.m. when three armed men exited a motor vehicle and attempted to break into the establishment. However, the bar's security system promptly alerted the owner, triggering a rapid response. In a turn of events, a licensed fireholder at the bar confronted the intruders, leading to a shootout. During the exchange of gunfire, one of the gunmen, believed to be the driver of the getaway car, sustained injuries. Meanwhile, its accomplices managed to flee the scene, evading capture. The injured suspect was transported to a hospital where he is currently being treated under police guard. Authorities are working diligently to investigate the incident and locate the other two individuals involved in the attempted robbery. Police ID body found on Miami Bay Main Road. Authorities have confirmed the identity of a man whose body was discovered on the Miami Bay Main Road in St. Anne on Tuesday. The deceased has been identified as 24-year-old Romel Brown, an unemployed resident of Lime Bottom, Ocherias. According to police reports, residents stumbled upon Brown's body around 7 a.m. and promptly alerted law enforcement. Upon their arrival, officers found the body in a dump heap along the roadside, exhibiting what appeared to be stab wounds to the upper body. Brown was described as having a dark brown complexion and is standing approximately 5 feet 8 inches tall. At the time of the discovery, he was shirtless, wearing a pair of black jeans and black sneakers. Investigations are ongoing as authorities work to determine the circumstances surrounding his death. The police have urged anyone with information related to the incident to come forward and assist in their inquiries. Businessman charged with fraud after allegedly conning pregnant partner. A 33-year-old man has been charged with larceny by trick and fraudulent conversion following allegations that he defrauded a pregnant woman out of thousands of dollars. The accused, Charles Brown, a businessman of Opal Road in Waterford, St. Catherine, is facing serious legal repercussions for his actions. According to reports from the Maplewood police, Brown allegedly entered into an agreement with the woman who is said to be carrying his child to assist her in finding a suitable location for her business. Once a rental property was identified, it was entrusted with the responsibility of making monthly payments of $50,000 on her behalf. From March to September, the woman reportedly transferred a total of approximately $450,000 to Brown's account for these payments. Additionally, she incurred further expenses for labor and renovations related to the business. As the opening of the business approached, Brown allegedly informed the woman that he was taking ownership of the venture and instructed her to leave. It was later revealed that the actual rent for the property was only $40,000, raising suspicions about Brown's intentions. After discovering the discrepancies and feeling deceived, the woman filed a report to the police on Sunday, September 22. Brown turned himself in the following day, where he was subsequently charged with the offences. Dental assistant pleads guilty to abduction and murder of Daniel Rowe. Dental assistant Kody Satchel has pleaded guilty to the abduction and murder of 8-year-old Daniel Rowe more than a year after her arrest. Satchel made her plea on Tuesday in the Home Circuit Court in Kingston, marking a significant moment in a case that has deeply touched every Jamaican. Daniel Rowe was abducted on June 8, 2023, from Brayton Primary School in Portmore, St. Catherine. The young girl was later discovered on Roosevelt Avenue, St. Andrew, with her throat slashed. She succumbed to her injuries 2 days later at the Bustamante Hospital for Children and was laid to rest on July 23, 2023. Satchel was charged shortly after the incident. The news of Satchel's guilty plea prompted a response from Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who commended the police for their diligent work in bringing the case to resolution. In his statement, Holness emphasized that Jamaica cannot tolerate such heinous acts against children, calling for heightened efforts to protect the nation's youth.
After the tragic killing of Daniel, I had directed the then Commissioner of Police to take all the necessary investigative steps to bring the perpetrator to justice. Today, I want to commend the police for conducting a thorough investigation and compiling evidence which led to the perpetrator being taken into custody and pleading guilty. My government remains committed to reducing incidents of violent crimes, particularly against our nation's children. This afternoon, on my return from the UN, I was briefed by the Commissioner that murders are down approximately 17.8% year to date. We will continue to aggressively pursue further significant reductions in murders.
Defense not happy with tearsome Keith Clark's family. Persistent tearsome Keith Clark's daughter, while his multiple gunshot wounds were being detailed in the Home Circuit Court on Tuesday, rankled the defense, sparking an impromptu break after they complained that the jury was being unfairly influenced by the emotional display. Dr. Dinesh Rahu, former chief forensic pathologist in the legal medicine unit at the Ministry of National Security, on Tuesday testified that Clark had received 25 gunshot wounds, including 20 fatal shots, was continuing his testimony via video when the matter was forced to a break. This was after defense lawyers left their seats and were seen whispering at their clients who were seated in the dock. Visibly annoyed was King's Counsel Valunita Robertson, who was overheard saying, "I am tired of it." Members of the jury were at this point told that the trial would break for 10 minutes and that they could stretch their legs. Prosecutor Latoya Bernard then informed the judge that she was not sure what was the issue, but had seen soldiers moving up and about in the back of the court and would try to find out what the objection was. The judge, however, said he had not observed any action that would cause any prejudice, as the jury was focused on the witness. The prosecutor then asked Nita Robertson if she wanted to put her objection on the record, and she indicated that they could discuss it in court. Reporters then left the courtroom and saw Clark's relatives with his daughter, who appeared to have been crying. Some of the defense lawyers then exited the courtroom shortly after, and Anita Robertson was overheard repeating that she was tired of the family members crying in court and that they should let the jury decide the case on the evidence and not emotions. Clark's son, who appeared upset, retorted, but was restrained by his mother. Shortly after, the matter resumed, but it was again forced to another premature end due to internet connectivity issues. Before the break, Rawood detailed 7 more gunshot wounds, 5 of which were entrance wounds to Clark's lower back and his face, and another to his forearm. The court heard so far that 15 of the 25 gunshot wounds received by Clark were to his back. The 64-year-old accountant was shot multiple times inside his master bedroom at his Kirkland Close home on May 27, 2010, during a police military operation to apprehend then fugitive drug lord Christopher Dudoscoke. Defendants Lance Corporals Greg Tingling and Odell Buckley and the private Arnold Henry are being tried for murder before Justice Dale Palmer. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.